Hello, I'm Leon Salah, and this is part 8 of the Java series where I explain Java programming step by step so you can navigate it with ease. This video will be all about if statements and how they work. If statements are used to check if a condition is true or not and then perform an action accordingly. The output of the condition is always boolean, as in it is true or false. We use relational operators, logical operators, and string methods, which we'll be discussing in a future video in if statements. Let's look at the if statement syntax. First, I'll initialize a variable and then allow the user to input data. Next, I'll write an if statement. To do that, just type if, two brackets, where you'll put the condition inside, and then open a block. Everything inside the block will be executed if the condition is true. Opening a block isn't necessary if there is only one operation to be performed, just like so. So one single line. Any more than one line, like if we added operation 2 right here, written after the if statement will be executed either way, even if the condition is false. So this, if it was false, would not be operated, but this would be. Inside the block could be a mathematical operation, a print function, a new variable, a math.function, or maybe loops. The possibilities are endless. It could even be another if statement. Now, what if I wanted the program to perform another operation if it is false? What we'll do is outside the block, write the word else. This word means otherwise. After that, we open another block. Or if it is one single line, we could remove the block. It's not obligatory to remove the block in case of one operation. I prefer keeping the block even when I only have one operation. Here's the thing. We all know that the result of the condition inside the if statement is boolean. This means that if you want to create a new boolean variable and have it be the condition without any operators or string methods, we can, and it works. Here's an example on an if statement with a variable as a condition without any operators. So first, let's declare a variable and I'll just call it name. So string name equals and then allow input. So what I'll do is just type input.next. Next, I'll initialize another variable and it will be a Boolean variable. I'll call it name0 and make it equal to a string method we'll be learning about soon, and it is name dot equals and then name in between the brackets. So basically this means that the Boolean result of name0 is going to be dependent on name and it has to be equal to the name they type in. Now in all cases this is going to be true, but this is just an example. Now let's open an if statement. So if, in between brackets, just write name0. Since this is a Boolean variable, we can write it without any operators and then open a block. I'll then tell the program to write hello and the name they've entered. So hello in between double quotes plus the concatenation and then the name. There isn't going to be an else here because, as I've said before, the Boolean result is always going to be true. At the top here, I forgot to ask the user what their name is. So system.out.println and then in between double quotes, what is your name? Let's look at the output. Right here it asked me, what is your name? I'll type Leon and then press enter. Right here you can see that it said, hello Leon. Here's an example of an if statement with operators. So let me write system.out.println and then ask the user to input any number. So enter a number. After that, I'll declare a variable. I'll just name it num. So integer num, which stands for number, equals and then input.next integer. Let's now open an if statement. So if, two brackets, and then inside, I'm going to use relational operators in this example. If the number is less than 0, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a block, make num equal to the math.absolute of num. This is going to give me the absolute version of the number I have just entered. Then I'm going to let the program output the absolute value. Now here I've told the program that if the number is less than 0, it could be -1, -2, all the negative numbers. I want it to assign the value of number to be the absolute value and then output it. Now I want the program to output the absolute value if I had a positive number of 0. So what I'll do is write else and then open another block and then system.out.println. And then in between double quotes, the absolute value is, and then the number. We didn't have to change anything because when we look at the mathematical aspect of this, any positive number or 0, the absolute value is always the same exact number. Nothing's going to change. Let's run the program. Here it said, enter a number. I'm going to enter negative 85. Right here you can see that it outputted the absolute value is and then 85. It has removed the negative. Let's run the program again. This time I'll enter a positive value, so I'll just do 23. You can see here that the absolute value is 23. This marks the end of our tutorial, so if you have benefited, leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to share this video with those who might also benefit from it. If you have a question, feel free to comment it down below and I'll be more than glad to help. Thank you for watching.